For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning.
So idolatry is the beginning,
the cause,
and
the end,
the end
of all evil.
All that evil that we see in the world is because we're against the one true God, and we give ourselves to idolatry. That includes when people say, I believe in the universe. That's idolatry. Because they will not acknowledge the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. No. I mean the universe. That's the sun. That's the moon. That's the stars. That's the constellations. That's idolatry. Y'all understand that? Hey, give me the next article about the Star of David, please. Some of you might have a Star of David on right now. Some of you listening online might have a Star of David on. Why don't people ask these men and women, where in the Bible did God give David that star? Okay. Raise it up. Come on. Come on, Solomon.
The Star of David. The number 7, the Star of David in Judaism.
Go ahead.
The Star of David, Jewish star, or Magen David.
Magen David. Go ahead.
Means shield of David.
Right. Magen means shield in Hebrew, and David. Go ahead.
It is one of the most popular Jewish symbols that has been in use at least since Babylonian times.
Right. Go ahead.
The number 7 has multiple significance in Judaism, for example. Another idea is that a 6-pointed star receives form and substance from its solid center. This inner core represents the spiritual dimension surrounded by the 6 universal directions, the 6 days of creation, and the 7th day of rest.
So they took elements from the Bible and wait, there's some words right above this picture. What are you doing? Read that.
Meaning and origins of the Star of David, thefreelibrary.com.
Okay, so now raise it up. You can see God's name right there. They may say, some say Yahweh, some say Yahweh. I was taught Yahweh. That's how to pronounce it. Now you see the symbols, these hexagrams all around. On the left, you even got that hand with the thumb that sticks out. I forgot the name of that hand, though. Raise it up. Yeah, that's the hand right there. Raise it up. Raise it up. Was that it? Okay, you see the hexagram there. That all around it is called what they call the tree of life. All this is in the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is a book of Jewish witchcraft, or they call it mysticism. Raise it up. Read that, Solomon.
In Kabbalah, the Star of David symbolizes the 6 spaces of space plus the center. Up, down, east, west, south, north, and center. These are also reflected in the 7 spiritual building blocks, Sephirot, with which God created the world. Chesed, kindness, Gevurah, severity, Tiferet, harmony, Netzach, perseverance, Had, splendor, Yesod, foundation, and Malkut, royalty. The number 7 has multiple significance in Judaism, for example. Another idea is that a 6-pointed star received form and substance from a solid center. This inner core represents the spiritual dimension surrounded by the 6 universal directions.
Okay, give me the next video. Take that off the screen. I want the video. There should be a video about this also, the Star of David. So if any of you are wearing that, it is idolatry. Yes, that's it. Let's put it on the screen.
A good example to illustrate this point is the hexagram. While the hexagram is most famously recognized as the symbol on the Israeli flag, it is actually one of the oldest and most powerful mystical symbols. Hexagrams consist of 2 triangles. In the world of the occult, the upward pointing triangle represents the male sexual organ, and the downward pointing triangle represents the female sexual organ. When the 2 triangles interlock, it symbolizes the union of the divine masculine and feminine through the sexual act. Much like how the act of sexual intercourse results in the creation of life, the interlocking of the 2 triangles gives birth to another hexagram, which in turn gives rise to another, and yet another, and so on and so forth into infinity. Hence, the hexagram is taken as sacred geometry by magicians, who believe that it bestows divine creative power. This association effectively deifies the sexual act, which is pure shirk. This sexual symbolism of the hexagram goes at least as far back as ancient India. In Tantric Hinduism, for example, the symbol is known as the Shaktona and represents the union of the sexes. The hexagram is in fact cross-cultural. In Japan, it is known as the Kagome crest and can be seen in 2,000-year-old temples. In Lebanon, hexagrams can be seen in the 2,000-year-old temple of Bacchus. The Ashtarak burial mound in Armenia has the oldest known hexagram. It can be found on the handle of a dagger that is 4,000 to 5,000 years old. This phenomenon of the hexagram's cross-cultural usage throughout the ancient world has baffled historians, who cannot explain how it became so widespread. It is highly unlikely that people across different pagan cultures all simultaneously and independently created the same identical design. An easy explanation is that they all have a common origin which supports Islam's claims that Satan is the source, as part of his plot to mislead mankind by spreading disbelief.
Well, alrighty then. Now give me the next one on Nairaland, the next article. What are you going to say, Malachi?
Wow. So that 6-point star got nothing to do with a pomegranate, right?
No, that has nothing to do with a pomegranate. No.
Hey, you know,
It
it's
have
crazy,
nothing to
Bishop.
do with a pomegranate.
You know what's crazy?